Sparkly. The most electric, combo-centric, and expressive platform fighter features 12 unique fighters to choose from, ranging from zoners, rushdown, grapplers, and even a treasure hunter. There's a character for you to pick up and master. Hey everybody, I'm the Starman X, and I'm going to be teaching you the basic mechanics for Rushdown Revolt. Because RushRev supports many controllers, these icons will be used throughout the video. You are always free to pause and come back to a section if need be. This game can be played with any controller, including keyboards, Xbox, PlayStation, and more. The controller you use does not give any advantages whatsoever, so use whatever makes you feel comfortable. Make sure to check the settings to set your controller up in a way that's comfortable for you. This game is a platform fighter, which means the goal of the game is to knock your opponent off the map. This goal can be achieved in one of two ways. You can either hit your opponent with a move that has enough knockback to send them into the blast zone, or deplete your opponent's health bar to 0. Games are generally played with 4 lives, usually referred to as stocks. Unlike other platform fighters, RR uses a health system. All characters have 5 bands of health in descending order from blue, green, yellow, red, and the endgame. Each band of health will make you take more knockback than the last, with blue being the least amount of knockback, allowing for better combos, and red having the most to get your kills. After all your health is depleted, you will enter the endgame. During this state, the next hit will always be a lethal hit. Each character has different amount of health, with the Torment having the highest HP at 200 and Kid having the lowest HP at 130. Tilt the control stick lightly to have your character do a walk. If you flick the control stick, it will initiate a dash. Continue holding forward to run. If you try to turn around, you will get a skid animation, which is pretty long and will often slow you down. You can cancel this initial dash into another one to do a tech called dash dancing. This is a great way to help mix up your movement a bit and keep your opponents guessing. Each character has different walk, run, and dash speeds, with some being faster than others. Holding down on the control stick will make you crouch, and is a great way to low profile some attacks that will otherwise hit you standing. Pressing the jump button will make your character do a full hop. If you tap the button instead, you will initiate a short hop, a jump that will keep you closer to the ground. All characters also have one air jump by pressing jump while in the air. You only get one double jump per air time, and it does not reset after getting hit. While in the air, you can also tilt the control stick down to do a fast fall and get back to the ground much quicker. Unique to RushRev is a one-button dash mechanic known as Rush. Rushes are bound to the rush button and will make your character do a short dash. Tilt the control stick and press rush to make your character dash to the direction you inputted. Inputting an upward rush while grounded will perform a jump, giving your character a huge burst of speed from a standing position to rush down your opponents better. You also have the ability to extend your rush on the ground by holding the rush button, and can even shorten it by doing a downward direction rush, which in turn gives you a total of 50 different rushes on the ground. In the air, rush becomes an air dash that can be performed in 9 directions including neutral. You are freely actionable after air rushes, allowing you to quickly approach from the air with an attack. Attacks from air rushes have extra recovery frames when landing on the ground if you whiff them, so keep that in mind. Air rushes also do not reset by being hit by an opponent, so be careful using them too soon when recovering. Each character has vastly different rush speeds, and learning them for your character is vital to mastering this game's movements. While standing on the platform, press down on the control stick in order to make your character fall through it. You can also neutral rush onto a platform from underneath it, or do a sideways rush to do what's known as a waveland, and move around platforms way quicker. On the ground, all characters have access to a jab and 3 strikes that are performed by using the attack button. Jabs are done by pressing attack with no direction, and depending on the character, you can chain jabs together up to 3 times to perform a jab combo. If you tilt the control stick and input attack, you will get a strike. These come in up strike, down strike, and forward strike respectively. A few characters are able to aim their forward strike by using an up forward or down forward input on the control stick. Directional strikes can also be charged by holding the attack button, which in turn does more damage and knockback than usual. Characters also have access to 5 aerial attacks depending on what direction you hold while pressing attack in the air. Pressing attack with no direction while in the air will give you a neutral air. By inputting a direction, you could do a forward air, down air, back air, and up air. Grabbing is performed by pressing the grab button and will counter both shields and parries. You can throw your opponent in 4 directions, being up, down, in front, and behind. Each throw serves a different purpose depending on the character. Each character also has a set of special moves. Some are advancing attacks, projectiles, or even devastating grabs. Specials are performed by pressing the special button. Each character has 4 special moves, being neutral special, side special, up special, and down special. Some characters have different special moves depending on if they are grounded or airborne, so make sure to check out your specific character's move list in the training room to see detailed descriptions of your character's specials. Up specials in particular are unique to this game. On the ground, it gives you access to a DP, a move that has invulnerability to get you out of tough situations. In the air, you'll get your character's recovery move, which allows you to attempt to get back to the stage safely. Shielding in this game is indefinite. You can shield by pressing the shield button. Shields will only cover your front side, making it possible to be crossed up. You can prevent this by turning your shield around just before your opponent switches sides, or do a push stop by pressing forward after an attack hits your shield. You can also walk while having your shield up by holding forward while shielding. You also have access to a parry, which is done by flicking the control stick down while shielding. This will freeze your opponent after they try to attack you, negate spark, and allow you to get a free punish on them. Parrying also reflects projectiles. You probably noticed that shields change color when they get hit. This is the frame advantage on shield to show how safe or plus a move is. Blue is unsafe, yellow is slightly safe, green is safe, and red is very safe. The game also gives you a good amount of options out of shield, including attacks, specials, and your movement options. Bursts have a once per stock use and come in 2 types, blue bursts and red bursts. You'll know if you have a burst available if your burst icon is still lit up. To do a burst, all you have to do is press shield and rush at the same time. Blue bursts are frame 1 get off me tools that knock your opponent away to reset neutral. They will also reset all your recovery moves, wall jumps, and air rush if you hit with it. If you get hit with a move that is considered a lethal hit, you will be unable to burst regardless if you still have one or not, so use it or lose it. Red bursts can only be used after hitting your opponent with an attack, and it will pop them up for a very, very powerful combo starter. After you get launched and are about to hit the ground or the wall, you can press shield or rush to do a tech. Holding left or right will make you roll in the respective direction on the ground. Stronger spikes will cause a red bounce, meaning the move is untechable and will allow for stronger combos. This game has a knockdown system similar to that of anime style fighting games. Missing a tech will cause a SKD, or a soft knockdown. These will put you into a state where you will flop on the ground with a green aura around you for a few frames, indicating that you could be OTG, followed by a stand-up animation that will leave you invul until actionable. Hard knockdowns happen in one of 2 ways: getting hit with 2 red bounces in one combo, or getting hit with an HKD property move. These are untechable but fully invul until wake up. It will put you and your opponent into a RPS situation of DP, block, or grab, so make sure to keep your foes guessing. Directional Influence, or DI, happens when you input a direction to influence your launch trajectory. There are 2 types of DI known as Combo DI and Survival DI. Combo DI is used to help you get out of combos by usually holding the control stick away from your opponent. This will in turn put you in a bigger disadvantage since you could be launched off stage easier. Survival DI is used to help you survive moves with strong knockback. Typically, you want to DI towards the stage to give yourself the best chance of survival. If you want a more detailed explanation of how DI works, and the other type of DI unique to RushRev known as Tap DI, check out Axie's written guide in the official Rushdown Revolt Discord server. Air techs are done by holding the block button after hit stun. This will force your character to do a tech in the air in any direction that you choose. If your opponent tries to hit you after an air tech has already started, you will recover faster from it, known as a successful air tech. On the flip side, getting hit out of an air tech will then become a missed air tech, and will put you into a dangerous debuff called critical state. Critical state is a debuff that happens when risky defensive options get punished, such as DPs, air techs, and parries. Certain defensive options apply different amounts of stacks for being punished. These stacks disappear after they have been expended through excessive hits, or if you are safe on the ground for at least 30 frames. Crit state disables the ability to air tech, causes extra hit stun, and increased damage from attacks. Furthermore, stacks can be stacked on top of one another, making your potential damage output very, very high. Hard knockdowns and red bursts apply critical state as well. Spark is the game's signature mechanic. You are granted Spark after hitting an opponent with an attack. Spark is also granted to grounded normals on block. Aerials and specials do not give you Spark on block. This system unlocks very powerful options for you to utilize. Using one of the following cancels will burn your Spark, and you will not get one back until you hit your opponent again. Rush cancels are done by pressing the rush button after an attack while either grounded or aerial. This will cancel all the end lag on your current attack to help you continue a combo, or get back to safety after whiffing a move. You can rush cancel in any direction and can do it in the air as well. Jump cancels are done by pressing jump after an attack while grounded. This will cancel the end lag of your attack with a jump. Super jumps are done by pressing rush and jump at the same time. This can also be cancelled from attacks as well, and will make your character jump higher than normal. You can also angle these by holding up, forward, or down. Special cancels are done by doing a special move after any grounded strike. This will cancel your current move into a special move of your choice. Spark allows you to really deal a ton of damage to your foes and make them pay for getting hit. Learning how to use each type of cancel will help take your combos from this to this. When you get knocked off stage, you can still make it back by using various recovery options. As you know, each character can double jump and air rush. You also have the ability to wall jump by holding forward and pressing jump by its solid wall. Each character gets 9 wall jumps, with each excessive one losing more and more height, which reset if you touch the stage or hit with a burst. Characters also have various special moves to aid them in getting back to the ledge safely, so try it out for your character to see what moves you can recover with. Grabbing a ledge will grant you invincibility for a few frames on the first grab. Excessively grabbing ledge will decrease this invincibility window until the 4th grab, which then you are no longer invincible until you touch the stage. It will also reset all your air options too, with the exception of wall jumps. On the ledge, you have a few options to get off of it. Tilting the control stick forward will make you do a regular getup, which gets you back to stage but will still keep you cornered. Pressing shield will make you do a ledge roll, which gives you invincibility frames and pushes you away from the corner. Pressing the jump button will do a ledge jump. Tilting the control stick back or down will make your character drop from the ledge, allowing you to further mix up your recovery. You can also do a ledge attack by pressing attack. If you try to grab the ledge while it's already occupied, you will get ledge lobbed, which usually leads to a free punish. If you are shielding by the ledge and get pushed back, you will get a shield pop, which, just like ledge lobs, grants a free punish. Rushdown Revolt is a very fast-paced game that requires quick decision making and even quicker reactions. Once you get used to the game's mechanics, especially Spark, you'll be able to dish out a ton of damage to your enemies in no time. If you want to try out the game, You can play for free offline on Steam, which also includes account hosting, where if you don't have the optional online pass, you can play in other players' lobbies as long as they have it. Also, make sure to join Spark League, our community-run rank ladder that we run every Sunday at 3 PM EST. Last but not least, make sure to join the official Rushdown Revolt Discord server to get some games in with the community. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the Holosseum.